at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Listen, man, welcome to Lunchtime with the Bullies, man. Grab your lunch, grab your water. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. Let's see you in the building. Good look on the hurt season hat. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for supporting, man. Bob Easter, what's up? Ethan, what's good, Ethan? Ryan Rowe, what's good, man? What's good? Man of God, what's up, bro? LB on bucket hat, so what's up? But on print champ sizes, they got one size fit most. Clear that up with me. That's one size fit most. OSFM is one size fits most. Same thing as one size fit all. Same thing how you would describe a snapback as one size fits most. What's poppin', bro? What's up? What's up? What's up? Julian, what's good? Claiborne, what's up with you? Nate, what up? Kevin Stackhouse said we need a corner and one more linebacker. We're going to see. Some Black Ninja, what's up with you, bro? Eliminator, what's good, man? What it do? Hurt season in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jason, man, I can't complain. I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling, man. Troy Singleton, what up? LB, my guy, what up? What's going on? They can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? Philly Oso, what I missed? We just got here, man. Ain't nothing. Mr. Stanley, what's good with you, bro? Ain't nothing popping yet. We just got here, man. Let's talk about it, though. We got a little bit of money in our pocket now, right? We got a little bit of money. $4 million to be exact, extra. You know what I'm saying? Alshon is gone. Malik Jackson is gone. You know what I'm saying? So we got a little couple dollars to play with. The big kahuna that's holding on to some money that we want to free up will be Zach Ertz. But theoretically, if Zach Ertz is gone, we're looking at what? $12.5 million left. Right now, just with those players being gone, you really can't afford Julio. But listen, let's be clear about something, man. Julio Jones paired with Devontae Smith. Listen, Julio Jones just makes sure everybody eats if Julio comes. Julio is like Bitcoin. Julio Jones is going to pull. Julio's presence is going to make everything shake. Who's the next for contract restructuring? I don't think we need to restructure no more contracts, man. The only person that I can think of that's next for contract restructuring would be a Darius Slay. He's new. He got a recent contract. I'm pretty sure they already approached Slay about restructuring. But that's not something that we don't want to keep doing that, pushing his bread back. Julio is too expensive. I agree with that as well. I agree that Julio Jones is too expensive. Listen, I'd rather put the resources at cornerback, get Richard Sherman for cheap, and still have some more bread. I would look into moving on from Derek Barnett. You can't move on from Derek Barnett this year. This is Derek Barnett's last year probably in the Eagles uniform unless he go ham this year. Derek Barnett, we were forced to pay Derek Barnett his bread. So you got to keep him. You already have to pay him because you couldn't get rid of him in a certain amount of time earlier in the season. I think Derek Barnett might be making like $10 million this year. We need Steven Nelson. I like Steven Nelson. I like Steven Nelson. I like Richard Sherman too, because I think we're gonna be playing a lot of zone, and Richard Sherman is really, really good in zone coverage. Hi Dom, what's up, bro? Will Kelly, what up? We're good with the wide receivers we have. Nobody's good with the wide receivers they have if you're talking about Julio. Julio is an upgrade. Tennessee good with the wide receivers they have, but they talking about getting Julio. Green Bay good with the wide receivers they have, but they talking about getting Julio. Julio is different. You're not talking about adding you're not talking about who could I even put in a situation? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not talking about doing what the New York Giants did. I can't even remember that dude name that they added, the injury-prone dude. You're not talking about adding a wide receiver like that. You're talking about Julio Jones. And LB, that new smirking baby going crazy. I heard it. That joint tough. You know what I'm saying? Galladay, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could kind of give a side eye to adding Galladay. You can't give a side eye to adding Julio Jones. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 17,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk about it. We need to cut Zach Ertz and then sign KJ Wright, and Garen Connolly will help out in the secondary and the D-line. I mean, Cutting Zach Ertz is just, I think it's disrespect. You need to get something back for him. If the Packers got Julio, do y'all think Aaron Rodgers will still win out? No. Julio is a top 5 wide receiver now at 32. I don't know about that. I don't think Julio is a top 5 wide receiver right now. I don't know about that at all. I don't know, man. Let's talk about it. Let's go down the list. I like Hopkins. I like Michael Thomas. I like Devon Adams. Top 10 for sure, but not top 5. I like Hopkins. I like Thompson. I like Devontae Adams. That's just off the break. I know I'm missing somebody. Mike Evans, possibly. I like Mike Evans. Hill, I don't like Hill. I don't like Odell over Julio. Diggs, I'm not going to go with Diggs just yet. Diggs is there, though. Man, it might be Diggs. If you're talking about top 5 from last year, it might be Diggs. It might be Diggs. Kenny is the best wide receiver in the East. Kenny Golladay, Keenan Allen, there you go. Kenny Golladay not the best wide receiver in the East. He's not the best wide receiver in the East. Sorry. He's not the best wide receiver in the East. Julio better than Evans? I don't know about that, dog. I don't know about Julio just blatantly being better than Evans, man. Julio was one of them ones, but Evans been a problem with Winston. Evans been a problem with a lot of people, bro. A lot of people. Evans, I think Evans got like 8 years straight of 1,000-yard receiving. Evans is different, bro. Evans is different. Evans is different. But I'm not gonna say Golladay the best wide receiver in the division. I don't even think he better than Amari Cooper for real. And Amari Cooper don't even show up on the road. You know what I'm saying? Amari Cooper don't even show up on the road. Aren't OTAs today? I think OTAs are today. LB, you realize Julio has had 1,200 plus before last season every season. That's crazy. I didn't know that. If Julio had 1,200 plus yards every season before last season, damn, he might be top 5. He might be top 5. Every season? I got to look at that. But Julio, one of them ones for sure, though, man. Julio upgrades you, man. Julio can do everything, man. And if the Philadelphia Eagles were somehow, some way to pull off Julio Jones, it would be difficult. Justin Jefferson is up there. Scary Terry is the best wide receiver in our division next year. Devontae Smith will be the best. Scary Terry, I like Scary Terry. You know what? Scary Terry might be the best wide receiver in the division. He might be the best wide receiver in the division. Once a wide receiver don't show up on the road, come on. He's half man, half amazing. Adams and Hop, the only two comparable to Julio. Yeah, probably. Michael Thomas is up there, man. But if the Philadelphia Eagles are looking at receivers or looking at Julio Jones, first of all, the moves we already made let me know that this is not a team that's looking to tank. It's not a team that's looking to roll over, because rolling over don't do you no good. I've explained this time and time again. If we were tanking, then we would have had a lot more draft picks, because Fletcher Cox would have been traded, Kelsey would have been retired, Lane Johnson would have been traded. You don't tank and keep them type of veterans and don't keep your trenches intact. Tyreek Hill is not on Julio Jones' level. Tyreek Hill is the beneficiary of a great quarterback. Keenan Allen is tough. DK on the come up. LB, do you think the Sixers will win Game 5 tonight? They have to, man. They have to win Game 5. They need to get this thing taken care of. I understand the only reason why we even lost the game is because Joel Embiid went down. We got to get this thing wrapped up, whether Joel Embiid playing or not. So if Joel Embiid ain't playing tonight, then the Philadelphia 76ers already know that. So they already have a game plan. And I'm confident that we'll knock these dudes off. One thing that Doc Rivers got to do, though, in my opinion, Doc Rivers has to give Maxey those minutes that Shake Milton are getting. I don't know what's going on with Shake Milton, but Shake Milton ain't it right now. I wouldn't say that. Tyreek's speed is impeccable. Hey, you can say whatever you want to say, man. A lot of people's speed is impeccable. That don't mean they great wide receivers, man. Eagles' biggest need is to stay healthy. I can agree with that. I can get on board with that. Because right now, I'm comfortable with the roster right now. With the exception of the cornerback. Whoever's out with the sleigh, I need that spot solidified. I think we're good with just, if we find a cornerback, I'm ready to roll. I'm ready to roll if we find another cornerback. I'm ready to put it on the table and play with what we got. So the biggest concern for me is health. My guy Murph said 230 watching and 40 likes. What is that? Man, make sure you get some likes, man. Pump the likes up. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. We just need better secondary when we're ready. I feel that. What about Stephon Diggs? What about him? I mean, Stephon Diggs, I think Stephon Diggs is right on the outside of top 5, if not in the top 5. I like Stephon Diggs and what he brings to the table. I sure do. But being healthy, man, is just, it will be a godsend for us this year. Terry don't show up on the road either. I'm not trying to compare apples to oranges, but Amari Cooper really don't show up on the road. He just don't show up at all on the road. Click the X in the right corner, click like, then click the live chat to come right back in. My guy Murph got the game plan. Yeah, make sure you like, man. Make sure you follow me on all social media at Lore_Brunson. We just starting with the off season. We gonna start ramping up for real, We gonna start looking at some tape and all that. I still want Malik Hooker. Never show on the road. Marley said Justin Jefferson have another year like he just had and he be in these talks. Listen, if Justin Jefferson have 1,100 receiving yards next year, Justin Jefferson is a top 3 wide receiver. I'm sorry. Who drafted Rondell Moore? Damn, who drafted Rondell Moore? I don't know. I can't remember. Justin Jefferson is already a top 10 receiver. I agree. The Cardinals drafted Rondell Moore. Who do you want us to sign? I want Richard Sherman. Or Nelson. Yeah. Listen, Julio too. And don't get confused with the list of teams that Julio said he wants to play for. A lot of people are happy that the Eagles on that list. We on that list with 15 other teams. 15 other teams. Julio Jones has a list of 16 teams that he want to play for. That is on his wish list. That's half. That's over half of the NFL, or exactly half of the NFL. 16 teams. Come on. That don't even. I mean, that's not even worth getting excited about, man. It's not even worth getting excited about. He can do that because he got his pick of the litter. Ravens and Rams backed out. That was smart for the Ravens to back out of Julio Jones because, you know, Lamar Jackson is talented, but Julio Jones needs like 10 targets a game. I don't think they're willing to throw the ball that much to one player. I thought you said you didn't want Julio. I don't want Julio, but will I be mad if we got Julio Jones? No, I wouldn't be mad. See, this is what y'all got to understand. I'm not recanting nothing that I say. I'm going to be logical about everything I say at all times. I don't want Julio, but am I going to make a video saying we made a mistake by signing Julio Jones? No, I'm not. Because it ain't no mistake. I just think that being as though we don't have the money to get him, we got to do a lot of shaking and moving, which puts us in a bad situation. You only go get Julio if you think you can win the Super Bowl. You only go do it if you think you can win the Super Bowl. Thank you for the donation, man. But it's a lot of people. It's a lot of people that run around here with this. I got you mentality. You said this. You said that. Yes, I said I don't want Julio Jones. But if we got Julio Jones, would I be mad? No, I wouldn't be mad. Who would be mad about getting Julio Jones? The city of Atlanta is sad that they possibly about to lose Julio Jones. He's washed up. We don't need him. We need a cornerback too. I don't think Julio washed up. Carry-on restructured today? Wow. I mean, he restructured what? What could he possibly restructure? I'm ready to see Jalen Hurts ball out. Being as though Kerryon Johnson just got there and is already restructuring his deal. Howie about to try something. Howie Roseman is about to try something. I'm going to have to change the title to this video to Kerryon Johnson restructures. What does that mean? Something going down. Some moves got to be coming. It could Jonathan Rodriguez. If we get Julio, Dallas wants to keep Van Der Esch. It just popped on my screen. If we get Julio, we'll have the best offense in the division and possibly top 3 in the NFC. Let me get a wrench, bro. Hey, you got to get a picture, but I'll give you a wrench. Thank you for the donation, bro. If you get Julio Jones, you got the best offense in the division, I believe. Because you already got the best offensive line. He just saved us $446K. We got to sign the rookies, LB. We got the bag to sign the rookies. We got the bag to sign the rookies. You know what I'm saying? But this restructure means a little more than that, I think. And 446K really a drop in the bucket, man. LB, week 2 will be in a link with 3 Niners fans all the way from Illinois. Bird Gang Fly. Yes, I'm going to be in the link week 2. I am confirmed. I am confirmed to be in the link week 2 for the opener against the 49ers. We're going to be for body beating up on the Julio Jones-less Atlanta Falcons. LB, I want to donate $1 million to you. Stop it. It's very nice of you. What do you think the Eagles really will do with Zach Ertz? It's looking like they could possibly release Zach Ertz. I got to link that game, LB. You know the vibes, High Dime. When you penny pinching like this, how we either going for Julio or Gilmore? Yeah, he's penny pinching. He's definitely penny pinching. He's penny pinching. What do you think about Sean Bradley? I think Sean Bradley need to be on the field. I don't have concerns at linebacker, especially when you brought in Eric Wilson and you got guys like Davion Taylor and Sean Bradley who barely got a chance to play, and Alex Singleton who had a decent year and just scratched the surface of what I think he could be. I feel good at linebacker. I feel good at linebacker. I'm not even going, I'm not even, I feel good at linebacker. You got a new coordinator. You're not going to be playing the same bonehead defense. Do y'all understand how bad Jim Schwartz was at times? Thinking that every cornerback should be able to do every job every cornerback's supposed to do. No, some guys specialize in man. Some guys specialize in zone. Some guys fit certain systems. Jim Schwartz, being a coach for that long, didn't understand that. Why in the hell would you put Rasul Douglas on a speedster? Rasul Douglas not fast, and then don't give him safety help. Do you know how many videos that play in my mind weekly of Rasul Douglas and Jalen Mills being burnt? Rasul Douglas, who's a big cornerback, and Jalen Mills, who's basically a safety, on the island against speedsters or dominant wide receivers with no safety help. Come on, bro. Sticks defense. Who plays sticks defense? Listen, when you play sticks defense, you either so scared that your cornerbacks can't cover, or you got to be scared of that, which is why you're playing sticks defense. But if you're going to be scared that your cornerbacks can't cover, be scared every time. Don't leave cornerbacks who can't cover on the island. Jim Schwartz was really, really bad at that, yo. Really, really bad at that, man. It was to a point to where when we had dudes down, they would just have to start. They just air it up. That's the cheat code. That is the cheat code. It's the cheat code. Remember that game where Ryan Fitzpatrick beat us? I want to say 2 years ago, week 2, when Ryan Fitzpatrick beat us. What did they start doing? All they did was just start throwing it up. They just start throwing the ball up. The game was about to be over. I think we was about to go up like maybe 14-0, 17-0. They just start airing it out. That's the cheat code to beating us, man. Not in in Miami and with the Bucks. Fitzpatrick did us in with Miami and with the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? They just start throwing the ball up. That Miami game, I think Devontae Parker got a damn extension off the backbone of us and Jim Schwartz. Y'all got to understand how bad Jim Schwartz was. It can only get better. It can only get better. Kirsten, what up? I don't know what kind of water this is. Y'all know I only drink the finest. This is something that my wife bought. It's like, there was a bunch of these in the garage, so I took one today. This not giving the finest. Thoughts on Kayvon? What about Kayvon? You know what I'm saying? Maybe you got a few cases of DeSanti headed to me. I'm going to pour that shit out in the garden. Excuse my French. It's going to get poured out on some dandelions. This ain't no Deer Park. Don't ever play with me. I don't know what it is, but it ain't tasting right. What up, LB? Are the Sixers winning today? We have to. We have to. What do you think about Kayvon? Kayvon at cornerback, I'm intrigued to see if it can happen. A lot of people think it can. I'm intrigued. You just have to be intrigued about it. You just have to wait and see what happens. Will the NFC East be better? The Eagles going to be better. The rest of those teams, listen, y'all. The rest of those teams, I don't fear. Y'all know my stance on this. I don't know who you get. You can go get you one of those guys who want to tell you all about stuff that everybody know about. A lot of these dudes are afraid to be themselves. So what they do is they do stuff like, well, 2-3 defense, 3-4 defense. They try to talk as intelligent as humanly possible. Like a lot of people don't know what a 3-4 defense is. Or a lot of people haven't watched film before. They want to try to trick you guys with just terminologies and stuff like that. I'm gonna break it down Barney style. I'm gonna break it down Barney style. I just think we better. I don't care about what nobody's saying. I think we better in the trenches, so therefore we should have more success than them dudes. Better defensive pass rush, better defensive line. That goes to us. I don't give a damn Chase Young, Vince Young, Malik Young, Bourne Young. I don't care. I gave you the statistical proof. We generate the most pressure without blitzing. We do that. We third in sacks. You know what I mean? I don't listen. Nick Young, listen. Kirsten Young, whatever you want to call him. We do that. So I feel like in the trenches, we are good. And everything will fall into place. And it's funny how dudes in the division want to remind us that we was 4-11. Like 6 wins is that much better. Come on, man. Y'all was trash too. Imagine winning 6 games and your quarterback played the whole season. Come on. You know why we didn't capitalize off the pass rush? Because you cannot expect your pass rush to get home every time. Sometimes you got to blitz. You got to help your pass rush out. If Jim Schwartz would have blitzed just a little more, if Jim Schwartz would have blitzed a little bit more, I think it would have been a different outcome to the season. The defensive line was already stacked. I mean, when your defensive line is as good as ours, why aren't you disguising creative ways? Offensive lines start to get comfortable. What's going on, Desert Eagle? Offensive lines start to get comfortable when they know they only got to block 4 dudes. As good as them 4 dudes is, every now and then bring a 5th guy. LB, we know you're sad about cutting Alshon. I'm not sad about that at all. It was time to go. Because Alshon showed me, Alshon showed me he didn't want to go. Alshon showed me he didn't want to play no more. Alshon ain't start playing good until Jalen Hurts came in the game. Alshon quit as soon as Carson was doing bad. So did Zach Ertz. So, listen, man, if you ain't going to play hard for everybody, you got to dip. And this is what I'm saying, man. This is common sense. I'm going to break it down Barney style. Listen, I could pull up the film and I could show you exactly what I mean, give you other examples of how teams are bringing a fifth guy to create pressure? Some teams have to bring a fifth guy because their front four isn't that good. So why in the hell wouldn't you bring a fifth guy with your front four being dominant? Where's the logic? I don't have to telestrate that. I can just say that. And you understand. I don't have to talk like Steve Urkel or drink out of a mug with nothing in it. Come on. If your front four good, bring a fifth guy to make it explosive. Bring a fifth guy. Every now and then. You don't got to do it every time. I think Gannon got that. I think Gannon knows that. Because if your front four don't get there, the opposing team quarterback has almost all damn day to make something happen. Schwartz was historically bad at this, man. Bad at it. Do you know Fletcher Cox would have had about 5-6 more sacks? He was a hair away. And the quarterback just threw the ball and got a completion. He was a hair away like 5 or 6 times last season. Bring a fifth guy so he can get there. Come on. And then let me get to Doug Peterson and some of the stuff he was doing. Doug Peterson started feeling the pressure of the media after about week 3. He started going for every fourth down humanly possible. He stopped running the ball. Doug Peterson was trying to force Carson Wentz on track instead of putting him in a position to succeed. Who the hell throws 40 times with the quarterback that got the most interceptions in the NFL? Who does that? Jonathan, thank you for the donation. What move you think Howie about to make, LB? I don't know, man. It's a tricky one. Kerryon Johnson restructuring. It's a tricky one. Doug Peterson with a running back who's third at yards per carry in the entire National Football League is throwing the ball with a quarterback who leads it in interceptions. Let's talk about the logic. Grunge Murph, thank you for the donation, bro. Sorry for being late, but thanks for your service. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? The logic in that is just mind-boggling to me in its own. And I don't have to, like I said, I don't got to nerd up to talk about that. You could just, common sense. Common sense. Fletch got at least 3 or 4 productive seasons. I believe so. I think we was in the rain that game too. I mean, which game you talking about? Because Carson Wentz threw the ball 40 times a lot last season. A lot. We totally abandoned the run against the Bengals. Hey, D-Rob, thank you for the donation, bruh. Alshon been a problem ever since he dropped that game winner against the Saints. That's a good point. If Fletcher Cox don't come through, he's on the trade block. Y'all don't understand how important Fletcher Cox is to this thing of ours. I don't blame Fletcher Cox. I blame the people to the left and the people to the right of Fletcher Cox. I don't blame him at all. Because when somebody is constantly getting double teamed, be man enough to beat your one-on-one matchup. Come on. We got $8 million under the cap to spend. That's $8 million under the cap. We still got Ertz. If we can move Ertz, we possibly have $16 million. Call me crazy. I low-key want Nelson back. Which Nelson? Nelson Aguilar? I think Nelson will thrive with this new coaching staff and with Jalen Hurts. Because ever since we let Nelson go, Nelson been getting bags everywhere. Bags everywhere. Browns will win Super Bowl 56. He must be drinking this morning. Fletch take 2 people every snap. That's what I'm saying. You got to understand what's going on. My guy, Ill Will, what's up, Will? You still in the area? I want to see Jordan Howard in the mix because he big short yardage back, but they act like he the odd man out. He's the odd man out for some reason, but he is. He is. Kerryon Johnson restructuring without even taking a meaningful snap for us. Our is that the coaching staff is big on him. They big on him. They're big on Kerryon Johnson. And then Kerryon Johnson not a bum. So either way, Kerryon Johnson or Howard, I'll be cool. As long as they get some snaps to help out Miles. I don't want Nelly either. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. I wouldn't be opposed to it. You know what I'm saying? I think Nelson Aguilar, he went through a rough patch, but Nelson Aguilar was damn near the best. I think Nelson Aguilar is arguably the best wide receiver on the Raiders roster last year, even better than Henry Ruggs. And a lot of us was smooching up to Henry Ruggs in the draft process. Nelson Aguilar was better than Henry Ruggs, which is why I tell y'all, man, a lot of he's with the Patriots. We know he's with the Patriots, but he played for the Raiders last year. Kirsten, you gave up on Jordan Howard. Kirsten don't like Jordan Howard. LB, do you think Embiid will play tonight? He needs to play. We need to wrap this thing up. We need to wrap it up. If Embiid would have played the game, that would have been a sweep. We almost beat them without Embiid. How you feel about Blake Martinez, the linebacker in New York? I think he's good. I think he's a stud. He already out tonight? They already said he out? That's not good. That's not good. Embiid doubtful? Oh, okay. Ben needs to work on the free throws. Yeah, he needs to work on the free throws. There's no way around it. But that's not the reason why we won the game. We lost the game, I don't think. He needs to work. He needs to work on it. We could beat the Wizards without Embiid. I don't know, man. I don't know. Hey, Troy, Cleveland Browns fan, watch your mouth, man. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. What do you think about the next Zach Ertz we drafted? Jack Stoll. He's a dog. I gotta see him play. Man. Don't forget about Hakeem. What's his name? Damn, Hakeem Butler. Don't forget about him. He's another guy who I think needs some opportunity. This is crazy. We went and got this dude. We start giving him interviews and all this other stuff. And then we put him in for a very meaningful snap. You know what I mean? We didn't do nothing. We didn't do nothing by this kid, but put him in for a game-winning touchdown pass on a back shoulder fade. Man, Doug Peterson, man, was a piece of work last season. He was a piece of work last season. A lot of people talking about Super Bowl winning coach, this, that. Doug Peterson, man, he was a piece of work last season, bro. LB, you seen the gnome card? I saw the gnome card. I think Chilla Jones and Tay-Rock going to be a classic. I feel like Quez Watkins is going to be solid. I hope so. Two things doubtful today. Joel Embiid and Wizards winning Game 5. I hear that, Mike. Shout out my guy, Philly Mike. Hakeem Butler is a diet Kyle Pitts for real. A diet Kyle Pitts? Y'all don't know what Kyle Pitts is, man. How do I feel about James Bradbury? Max Gyron, you must be a Giants fan. Ask me all these Giants questions. James Bradbury stinks. That's how I feel about your roster. That's how I feel about Blake Martinez. They all regular. They all regular schmegular to me. They regular. And I don't think Bradbury could cover no Devontae Smith. Now, I already gave you a good compliment on Blake Martinez. I'm not about to go down the roster doing that for you. Easy gonna wash Rex. Yeah, Easy gonna punish Rex. Easy is going to punish Rex. There's footage of Jacoby Stevens locking down Kyle Pitts. I saw that same footage. This man tried to bait you. He tried to bait me. He probably had his little camera on record. A lot of people have been doing that lately. They like to take my clips, record them, and play them, but they don't leave the meat and potatoes. They just take their favorite part out to make it look like I'm like losing my brain cells. Nah, record that. Y'all buns. LB Hurts going crazy. I believe it. Geechee and Rum, though, who you taking? I don't think they're going to go. Listen, Rum going to make the mistake. Rum is going to make the mistake of thinking it's a friendly thing between him and Geechee. And Geechee just a shark in the water, bro. Geechee, man, Geechee don't be trying to make no friends in it. LB, he trying to make you look like a fool. Man, I be knowing what they be doing. Silas, what's going on, bro? How you feeling? Will we win the 1 p.m.? Will we win the 1 p.m. game this year? Will we win the 1 p.m. game this year? Of course. Of course. To be honest, Rum hasn't been the same for a while. I agree, man. There's been a lot of gas behind Rum. A lot of gas behind Rum. This the thing, man. After I seen Daylight versus Tay-Rock, and listen, these are the best two battle rappers. For my battle rapper fans that's watching this right now, These are the best two battle rappers right now in the sport. Daylight and Danny Myers. Both of them could beat anybody. Daylight and Danny Myers are the best two battle rappers in the sport right now. And Easy is on a very, very high trajectory. Easy the block captain. I don't think nobody is beating Danny Myers right now. I think Danny Myers will wash Lux. I think he will wash Lux. I think Daylight will wash Lux. Danny Myers and Daylight, that'll be a crazy battle. You think Grimes makes the roster? I do. I think Grimes make the roster. I think Grimes make the roster, man. Grimes is good, man. Grimes got a lot of potential. A lot of potential. I work from 6 to 2. Why can't you stream all day? I can't stream all day, man. I can't stream all day. Did you see Joel knee injury, bro? Bro, look bad. It didn't look bad. It don't look bad. What do you think about Ertz for Gilmore from the Pats? I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Do you know? Listen, y'all got to think about what Zach McPherson and those young cornerbacks on our roster can learn. You got to think about what them dudes can learn from having a Gilmore and a Slay mold them. The objective is to make Zach McPherson ready to be the CB1 at some point. That's the objective. Draft a cornerback or safety next year and explain, let me get a wrench. I got you, Some Black Ninja. Thank you for the donation, bro. Why would the Pats want another tight end? That's a good question. He got a life like many of us, bro. Shout out to Desert Eagle. Kayshawn, LOL, you forgot about him. Nah, man, nah. I didn't forget about Kayshawn. Kayshawn is another one that is a direct result of the gas. Now, don't get me wrong, Kayshawn get busy. But it's all gas with Kayshawn, bro. All that little cheerleading, man. I see past all that little cheerleading and all that little extra stuff that they be trying to put out there in the atmosphere, man. It's a lot of gas behind Kayshawn. Did y'all see Chilla Jones just embarrass Kayshawn? I've seen Danny Myers embarrass Kayshawn. It just was Kayshawn been living off gas. I like Kayshawn. It's a lot of gas though. Fonz will punish Kayshawn one-on-one. He will do him in one-on-one. That's why they made it a 2-on-2. They didn't want to see that. Fonz is another one with a high trajectory. If Maddox doesn't, I'm sorry we're going back and forth from battle rap to football, but hey, that's what we like to talk about. Messing with Arsenal. Come on, man. Arsenal just got crucified by Danny Myers. I got the URL TV app. Y'all must ain't see some of these battles as of late. I think the Packers should try to get Julio to keep Rodgers there. I can agree. That was the slunt/gimmick Daylight. The real Daylight will take you to another universe. Exactly. If you haven't seen Daylight versus Tay-Rock, it's probably one of the best battle raps I've ever seen in my life. Who would be your wide receiver in a depth chart order? In a depth chart order, my number one wide receiver right now on a roster would probably be Travis Fulgham. On the other side, I'm going to go with Devontae Smith. In the slot, I got to go with Rager. After Rager, it starts to get a little tricky, but of course, it probably got to be Greg Ward, then Quez Watkins, then give me Grime. I don't think anybody else makes the roster. I don't think anybody else makes the roster. LB, you like A Ward? I do like A Ward, man. I like A Ward. I like A Ward. I like A Ward. Hightower, I mean, what you want me to do with Hightower? Depending on how many you keep, what do you want me to do with Hightower? What do you want me to do with Hightower, man? Honestly, man, I liked Hightower at the beginning of last season. Hightower was great at the deep balls, but Hightower probably a punt returner for real, man. LB, did you see Dame Dollar last night? Can we trade? Dame is a problem, bro. And people laughed at me, right? People laughed at me on this very live stream on Lunchtime with the Bullies when I said Dame was top 5 in the league. Dame, come on, bro. Come on. I don't have to talk about what's popular. I don't do the popularity thing. I use my eyes and I tell you what I think. Dame is top player in the league. Top 5 player in the league. If you still think LeBron James is top 5 in the league, you don't want to let go of the pass. Now LeBron James ain't bad, but LeBron James is not top 5. He's just not top 5 anymore. He's old. He's old. Without Anthony Davis on the floor, there's no reason why LeBron James shouldn't have had 30-plus points yesterday. LeBron won a chip last year, bro. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. But give me the championship LeBron James won without a strong Robin on his side. Without a strong Robin on his side. Without a Robin to his Batman. Give me the championship that he won. It's a lot of dudes, man. It's a lot of dudes who seek out help from other stars. Dame ain't one of them, bro. You don't think Dame could have requested a trade to go play with somebody? Come on, man. The Cavs? What do you mean the Cavs? Kyrie Irving? You ever heard of that guy? You ever heard of Kyrie Irving? Y'all talking about the Cavs. Come on. I can't say what about LeBron? That he not top 5 no more? He just not. And that's okay. Father Time is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated. What good is staying in Portland doing for Dame? It's not doing nothing good for Dame, but Dame got star power. Dame got star power. Dame can get somebody to come play with him. You see what I'm saying? Dame can get somebody to come play with him as opposed to leaving. Last season with Miami. What do you mean? LeBron last season with Miami who? Everybody needs a strong Robin. I mean, Robins are developed, man. Robins are developed, man. Robins are developed. I don't think, I mean, you can't just, you can't go take another Batman and make him a Robin, man. Robins are developed. Robins are developed, man. You can't just, you can't make another Batman be a Robin. You can't. AD was a Batman, right? AD was a Batman. LB, I'm a Thunder fan. This rebuild gonna look super scary soon. Watch out. What rebuild? Jordan developed a Robin. LeBron didn't develop a Robin. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everybody don't have a Robin. Everybody does not have a Robin. I'm sorry. Everybody does not have a Robin. You guys are trying to make people Robins who were drafted by the teams. Listen, Klay Thompson ain't nobody Robin. Klay Thompson was drafted by Golden State. So was Draymond Green. So was Steph Curry. What they did was learned how to play basketball together. So who was the Robin? So who was the Robin when James Harden and Russell Westbrook was playing together? Who was the Robin? Who was the Robin? It was two Batmans, which is why they couldn't get it right. Come on. Come on. Kobe Bryant wasn't a Robin. That first championship, Kobe Bryant was a young kid who had heart. He was never a Robin to Shaq. He was never a Robin to Shaq. AD was not even a Batman on the Pelicans. Why does it matter if you win with a Robin? Just win. It don't matter at all. This is the thing. This is the point I'm making. LeBron James can't win without help, especially right now in his tender old age. He cannot win without help. You saw it last night. That's the point. He cannot win without help. You saw it last night. And I respect Dame for not wanting to run and get help. Being in his prime, doing some of the stuff that he's doing, I expect Dame for not wanting to run and get help. That's all I'm saying. Nobody can win without help. I mean, a lot of people saying that, but y'all know what I mean. Dudes don't join forces with other former MVPs. They don't do that. That is new. That's new NFL, that's new NBA basketball. That's a new concept. Do you realize that Kevin Garnett left the Thunder and left Russell Westbrook high and dry after having a 3-1 lead against the Golden State Warriors? They were up 3-1. 3-1. Lost the series, and guess who he winged? The dudes who he was up 3-1 against. Instead of pulling his boots up and saying, I could beat them, we had them 3-1. We should never lost. Who does that? Who does that? And people are saying that somebody just said that Steph Curry Steph Curry couldn't win without help. Klay Thompson is hurt. It's a difference between having a championship team that's healthy and going out and getting other superstars, man. Come on, bro. It's a difference. It's a difference, man. D Wade carried his team in 04, I believe. Yes, you're absolutely right. Shaq was out of his prime. Out of his prime. So stop saying everybody can do it. Everybody can do what. Look how many times the Spurs won off of just good basketball, man. Off of good basketball. When you don't have a star, what are you supposed to do? Use your team. Take the selfishness out of it and just play basketball. Use your team. Come on. Use your team. AI took the Sixers to the chip with nobody. Everybody just did their job. Aaron McKee was a 6-man. Dikembe Mutombo was a defensive player of the year. And Eric Snow was the point guard. Sometimes you just got to do your job, and that's good enough to win a championship. That's it. Somebody say AI overrated. You bugging, bro. You bugging. AI changed the game of basketball forever. Changed the game of basketball forever. LeBron took Mo Williams and bums to the final. Yeah, he did. He did. LeBron took Mo Williams. That's what you call respect, though. That's what you call respect. When he took Mo Williams, Boobie Gibson, and them dudes, I respected that. And what he did when he couldn't win? I'm taking my talents to South Beach to go play with Bosh and D Wade. Both dudes in the Hall of Fame. Come on. AI had a legend in Mutombo. Mutombo was over the hill. Mutombo was over the hill, man. Over the hill. Over the hill. I'd rather play on the All-Star squad. A lot of people rather play on the All-Star squad. But it's people like Dame, it's people like Westbrook who not trying to do all of that. It's people who trying to win one for the team that drafted him, for the team that believed in him. Mike had a super team too. No, he didn't, man. No, he didn't. Dennis Rodman is probably the greatest role player of all time. Dennis Rodman is the greatest role player of all time. The Bulls drafted Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan had dudes that know they role and live and knew how to operate in a triangle offense. Pippen, Rodman, and Kukoc. Come on. Somebody said AI overrated. I never heard nothing. I mean, how is Allen Iverson overrated? How? How is a Hall of Famer overrated? These dudes with these tattoos that you see in the NBA, none of that would happen without Allen Iverson. None of that would never happen. These dudes would still be wearing suits on the sidelines if it wasn't for AI. AI was the first. I'm just talking about his presence alone. We're going to get to his basketball abilities in a second. These dudes will be on the sidelines wearing suits. No cornrows, no crazy handle, no crossover, no tattoos. These dudes wouldn't even be comfortable being themselves if it wasn't for Allen Iverson. That alone makes AI a legend. That alone makes Allen Iverson a legend. Now let's talk about being on a basketball court. Allen Iverson, at his height and size, I think averaged 27 points a game. For his career. AI got 60-point games, 50-point games, 40-point games. We're not going to do that about Allen Iverson, bro. The only reason why Allen Iverson is an MVP as well. Come on, bro. Y'all must not know about Allen Iverson, bro. Y'all must not know about Allen Iverson. Now some dudes that I want to say is overrated. Some dudes that I want to give the overrated tag to that are in the Hall of Fame is I really can't say them dudes over, but I'm just leaving it at that. AI is AI. AI is AI. AI was selfish. Martell, I mean, come on, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? How was Allen Iverson selfish? Then Allen Iverson went to Denver and was putting up 30. Pippen wasn't trash at all. Who said that? Who said that? Pound for pound, nobody better again, pound for pound. No, nobody. There's nobody with that body size. And this was crazy about Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson didn't have one of them fancy step-back three-point jumpers that guys like Dame got and guys like Steph got and Trae Young. Allen Iverson was breaking down 6'8" wing defenders and laying them up. Allen Iverson ain't dunked since like his second year in the league. Everybody was getting laid up. Come on. Y'all don't want to accept the fact that LeBron getting old that bad? I don't feel bad for LeBron. I don't feel bad for LeBron. Father Time will catch up to everybody, bruh. It will catch up to everybody. To everybody. Right now, AI averaged 40. AI averaged 40 right now playing with these dudes, bro. 40. AI will average 40. You want to know? You want to know why nobody ever thought that Oscar Robinson's triple-double record would be broken until it was broken by Russell Westbrook? You want to know why? Because the NFL was way more physical for decades in between Oscar Robinson and what Russell just did, averaging a triple-double. Way more physical. Way more physical. The NFL was a man's game. If Russell Westbrook, was playing 15, 20 years ago, he would not have no goddamn triple-double record. He would not have it. Dudes would not be letting Russell Westbrook 6'3" get all them rebounds 20 years ago in the NBA. Allen Iverson would average 40 against these dudes. 40. Allen Iverson would average 40 against these dudes, bro. You know what I'm saying? He would average 40. So if it's cap, why did it take this long for somebody to average a triple-double? Why did it take this long for somebody to average a triple-double? Nobody ever thought it was going to happen. Do you hear me? Why did it take this long? The triple-doubles that Jason Kidd got when he was getting all them triple-doubles are way harder to get than the ones that Russell Westbrook are getting. They're way harder to get. Now, I think Westbrook would have had success back then, but all the triple-doubles Jason Kidd used to get were way harder to get than Russell Westbrook is getting. A triple-double used to be hard to get. Used to be really, really hard to get. It's not a common thing. Definitely more physical. Now, it's more about spacing and shooting, bro. Back then, there was one person to take threes. Now centers do it. Exactly. Giving opportunities for assists. Giving more opportunities for assists. AI not better than Wade, Kobe, or Ray Allen. What MVP do D Wade got? What MVP do Ray Allen got? Now, I agree AI not better than Kobe, but AI not better than Wade or Ray Allen? You tripping, bro. You're tripping. What did AI do? You must know AI personally, bro. You must know AI personally, bro. AI must have gave you an open neck, no respect. You must know him personally. LB 2004 was so underrated when the Detroit Pistons had a squad. Sheed, Wallace, Big Ben, Chauncey Billups beating the Lakers and Shaq last year in LA. Yeah, it was underrated. That's team basketball, though. Nobody's going to talk about that because who was the man on that Pistons squad? Who was the man on that Pistons squad? With Chauncey Billups, Tayshaun Prince. You still could win championships with them type of teams. Wade got finals MVP. Does Wade have a league MVP? Kawhi Leonard got a finals MVP. Kawhi Leonard got a finals MVP with only having 2 games in double-digit scoring in that final series. You're tripping. You gotta be 17 or something with this logic. AI definitely not better than LeBron James. AI got more heart than LeBron James. I don't think AI is better than LeBron James. I don't think he's better than LeBron James. LeBron James is a phenom. LeBron James is a physical specimen. But this the thing. AI will be in the same Hall of Fame LeBron James in. AI already in it. LeBron James will be in the same Hall of Fame that AI in. I don't understand the AI hate. Y'all must really don't know basketball, man. Y'all really don't know basketball. I'll tell you what AI never do. AI never gonna say he got stomach cramps because the AC ain't on in the building. AI not gonna act like he got poked in the eye and fall on the ground and start doing the worm. AI not running around doing this. Somebody hit him in the eye. Look at the list of injuries that Allen Iverson played through. They not doing that right now. That's number one. They not doing that right now. AI not doing this. AI not getting touched in the face and doing this. Looking for imaginary blood. Looking at the Jumbotron. AI don't do stuff like that, man. The NBA was different back then. The NBA was different back then. I seen AI play with like a splint on his hand, a bruised tailbone. Embiid got a bruised tailbone. He fell on his butt. I don't even know where the knee injury came from. Embiid got a bruised tailbone, right? And now his knee hurt. This is a different NBA. A different NBA, I'm telling you. This is a different NBA. A different NBA. When they said Embiid had a knee injury, I'm like, from what? He fell on his butt. I can understand the bruised tailbone. AI played with a bad hip flexor. AI did it all. Brooklyn taking it all this year. Philly podcast, you tripping. You tripping. You tripping. Now, Brooklyn may take it all. Brooklyn may take it all this year, but do I respect the ring? No, I don't respect the ring. I will not respect the ring if Brooklyn take it all this year. I won't respect it. I won't respect it. I'm going to keep it 100. It's just the way I'm set up. It's just the way I'm set up. I won't respect it. James Harden got paid all that money talking about Houston forever. Got frustrated because he couldn't do it by himself. He bailed. KD bailed on Westbrook. Kyrie Irving, I don't really blame Kyrie Irving. He's a free agent. But come on, look at the people they had to put together. Look at the people they had to put together to get a championship. You got Blake Griffin coming off the bench. Come on, bro. Brooklyn winning it all. You should. You should. You should. I want Denver to win or I want the Sixers to win. I want Denver to win or I want the Sixers to win. Period. Listen, I really don't want the Bucks to win. I don't. But I would respect the Bucks way more than I respect any of these other teams that win. The Mavs, I'll take the Mavs to win it. But Brooklyn, man, with the stuff that they putting together, man, this tampering and dudes want to be buddies and play together, I don't respect that, bro. I don't respect that. Meanwhile, it's dudes that's trying to do it from the soil, like Boston. Now, Philly fans are designed to dislike Boston. But Boston at least trying to do it from the soil. They trying to do it from the soil. If Jaylen Brown wouldn't have got hurt, it would have been 2-2 last night. It would have been tied at 2-2 last night if Jaylen Brown didn't get hurt. Come on, bro. How you can't even sweep the Celtics? They couldn't even sweep them. They couldn't even sweep them. And watch what Giannis do to y'all. Watch what Giannis do to y'all. Watch what Giannis do to the Brooklyn Nets. Watch how Drew Holiday get in the chest of James Harden. Drew not no punk. Watch how Drew Holiday get in the chest of James Harden. Or Kyrie, whoever they want him to play. Watch how Giannis get in the chest of KD. Watch how listen, they have interior defense. They have no interior defense. Milwaukee in 6. Milwaukee in 6. Milwaukee in 6. Get Lakers out of social media, can stop slurping them up. And this is the thing about KD. KD left. He left gold. He left Steph Curry. He left Steph Curry. There's no loyalty in the chest to KD. He left Steph Curry. The Wizards of being KD and Steph Curry and Draymond could have won a championship. They could have still won a championship without Klay Thompson being healthy. They left. How do you leave Steph Curry? LB, you get the Sixers divisional championship shirt. No, I ain't get it. We should have swept Washington for real, for real. We should have swept them for real, for real. We should have swept them. I think the only mistake that Doc Rivers made in that game was even putting Shake Milton in the game. Putting Shake Milton in the game. That was the only mistake. Somebody said KD left Steph Curry for money. KD probably was worth $100 million when he was before he left. Shake Milton should not have been in the game. It's always an excuse with Sixers fans. Y'all legit tanked for a decade for picks. We picked up free agents and made trades. I don't see the issue. What do you mean we tanked? Yeah, we tanked. We tanked for picks. We definitely tanked for picks. But we built what we got off of our picks. We built what we got off of our picks. The only reason why Brooklyn has those... Listen, New York is a... Want to live in Brooklyn and Dumbo and... Man, what's the other spot, man? I just was down there, man. The New Jersey, Brooklyn, Dumbo, Tribeca, all them places like that are just it's magnets for people with money. It's magnets for people with money. It's only because it's New York. It's not because your franchise was budding. The franchise was trash. Dudes wanted to play in Brooklyn. Dudes wanted to play in New York. They wanted to be in the mix. And when Giannis get done with y'all, I mean, where are you going to go from there? How you got Phil in your name and be a Nets fan? There's a lot of people. You'll be surprised with the amount of Eagles fans who aren't Sixers fans. Usually they Lakers fans. A lot of Eagles fans are not Sixers fans. Are usually Lakers fans. Yeah, usually Lakers fans. You gotta think about it though. I mean, how do you expect the Sixers to keep fans? I mean, the AI era should have solidified it for anybody. Anybody that's close to 30, or anybody that's 30, 25, whatever age you want to be. If you even know who Allen Iverson is, there's no way in the world that the Allen Iverson era still don't have you being a Sixers fan. If you're from Philly, that is. I don't know. It's all love, LB. I'm just happy we got a great team. And no, I ain't mad. I just think it's a wrap for y'all. I think Giannis got something to say. Because the Nets should have had the #1 seed. For real, for real. The Nets should have had the #1 seed. But them last couple of games that they lost was due to the lack of interior defense. They have no big man that's going to go down there and sacrifice his body and get blocks. Kevin Durant lives on the wing. Kevin Durant lives on the wing. Brook Lopez really ain't trying to come out of that paint in that series. That's why I feel good about Embiid when we like if we see him. Put it like this. I'd rather the Sixers play Brooklyn than the Sixers play Milwaukee. I'd rather the Sixers play Brooklyn than the Sixers play Milwaukee. AI better than Harden, I agree. AI, the reason I started playing basketball, watching basketball for, I agree. LB, why does KD need a big three to win? That's the same questions I gotta ask. I mean, people want to say Kevin Durant is the top three basketball player in the world. It's like, so why don't you just be the guy on your team and go out there and put in work? Then these new athletes, now they putting these new NBA players, now they putting in their contract like rest days. Like rest days. They don't even want to play back-to-backs. And y'all want to tell me dudes like AI, like you can't tell me nothing about a dude like AI. You can't tell me nothing about a dude like AI compared to dudes who don't want to play back-to-backs. LeBron wanted only 60 games on the schedule. LeBron wanted to cut the games by 20%. What do I think about what Dame did last night? It was fantastic. It was brilliant. Sixers should have never pushed Jimmy away. Yeah, Jimmy Butler, man. Jimmy Butler would have been very clutch right now. Who wins alone now, though? Last team was Mavs when Dirk went crazy. I mean, I don't live. Listen, I don't. The present don't make me forget the past. Present do not make me forget the past, man. Plenty of teams have won without forming super teams. Plenty of teams have done it. It's not about the now, like who does it now. Like, if the Spurs were still youthful and healthy, the Spurs would be able to beat any one of these teams. You don't have to do all the crazy stuff that these teams are doing now to win a championship. Look how many times it failed. James Harden and Russell Westbrook failed. Who else? Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal failed. I'm not saying them dudes are putting super teams together, but LeBron and Anthony Davis only winning one ring. That's a failure to me, because they ain't winning nothing this year. Look how many times teams try to form all of this stuff and they fail. Kawhi Leonard and what's his name? Paul George fail. What's going on, DH Eagle? It fails way more than it succeeds. Durant literally joined the team who was already winning championships. Kevin Durant wasn't the missing piece. Kevin Durant was not the missing piece. LeBron walking off the court was corny. Yeah. I didn't agree with that either. I didn't agree with that at all. I didn't agree with that at all. You don't walk off the court. You sit there and be with your team. You the face of the franchise. You the face of the franchise. Not a fail for the Clippers still in the hunt. I agree. Now listen, if the Clippers can beat Dallas, I feel like the Clippers could beat the Suns. I feel like the Clippers could beat the Suns, so you got to really see. The West is really weak. The West is really, really weak. Who's left in the West? The Mavericks, the Clippers, Denver, Trailblazers. The West is really, really weak. So whoever come out of the West, I mean, probably just going to be sacrificed to any one of the East teams. Probably to be Brooklyn, to Milwaukee or Philly. You know what I'm saying? But we out of here, man. I gotta get back to work, man. Shout out to y'all for tapping in with Lunchtime with the Bullies. I got an official video coming later on. We gonna talk about it, man. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every one of y'all, yo. This not the first time LeBron powered off the court. It's not the first time. It's not. And it won't be the last.